And welcome back to Pure Nebraska. Here on the program, we like to put the farm organization called the Alliance for the Future of Agriculture in Nebraska, or AFAN, in the spotlight.
Today, AFAN is connecting us with a person who can tell us how the Nebraska Department of Agriculture is celebrating National Ag Week. And joining us now with more on this topic is Christin Kamm with the Nebraska Department of Agriculture. Nice to see you on this Monday.
Good morning. First off, happy spring and happy National Ag Week. And John and Taryn and the entire crew here at Pure Nebraska, thank you all for what you do all year round to promote the ag industry here in the state of Nebraska. It's greatly appreciated. National Ag Week is a great way for us to celebrate, but you guys are doing it all year long. So thank you so much for that.
Thank you for the kind words. We appreciate it.
Yeah, very kind. Well, how is the Nebraska Department of Agriculture celebrating? I hear maybe with social media for one.
Absolutely. If you go and check out our Nebraska Department of Ag Facebook page, we have a ton of trivia contests that are going to be taking place throughout the whole week. We have a great number of commodity organizations that are supplying prizes and lots of different questions. We have our first question up. Our first trivia question up is from the Nebraska Corn Board. So we'll be featuring the Corn Board today and some corn trivia. So encourage everybody to go on over to Facebook, like the page. Maybe you'll know some of those trivia questions. Maybe you'll learn a little something along the way this week.
How do we find you then? Like on social media?
Just head over to Facebook and type in Nebraska Department of Ag. You'll find us right away.
That's simple. Okay.
Absolutely.
I know you have some fun activities Nebraska Ag Youth Council members are participating in too.
You bet. You've had our Youth Council members on just recently. This week they are visiting high school students. They're talking about careers in agriculture and how to obtain those careers, and really encouraging them to apply for our Nebraska Ag Youth Institute, which is our 5-day summer program that will teach them more about careers in ag. And then next week our Youth Council members will be hitting the elementary schools here in Lincoln. We're going to be talking to those students about where their food comes from and why that's important for them to understand that. And it's always an interesting time of the year. It's very interesting to see that some of those students have no clue where their food is coming from and the farmers and ranchers that are growing that food.
That really is amazing, and I'm sure that the kids who do the instruction learn a lot as well.
They sure do. They really enjoy going out and teaching those students. And then in April, when it warms up just a little bit more, we're going to take those students out onto the farms. We're going to let them see, smell, touch, all of that good stuff on the farm, and let them actually experience a dairy, a beef farm, and a crop farm as well. So they'll have a really great time at that.
Yeah, I think for those of us who grew up on a farm, you just kind of had that knowledge. You grew up with it every day.
Absolutely.
But you can see where kids would be removed from it, especially if they have no tie to the farm at all.
Absolutely. You know, one of the stories that I like to tell is a student here from Lincoln who got off the bus one day and he saw a corn cob laying on the ground, and he said, "Oh, that's where they get our potatoes at school from." And I just thought, what is he talking about? Well, if you take a corn cob and you dice it, it might look a little bit more like the potato rounds that the students are getting at school.
Oh, yeah.
So we really need to reach out to those students and let them know where their food is coming from.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, the Nebraska Department of Agriculture puts out a really nice magazine that I enjoy looking through, and you have a new one this year, right?
We do. This week during National Ag Week, we will be unveiling our 5th edition of our Nebraska Ag and You magazine. Features a lot of great producers across the state. This magazine is really geared towards consumers to help them learn more about the ag industry, where their food comes from. And so these magazines will be distributed to doctor's office, dentist's office, banks, chambers of commerce, all across the state, so folks can take a look. We will also unveil that magazine on our website, which is nda.nebraska.gov, and folks can go and take a look at the online version of the magazine as well. And John and Taryn will make sure you get a copy.
All right, good. That's a great magazine.
All right. Kristen, thank you for coming in.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. And happy National Ag Week.
Thank you. All right.